Hello guys, my name is Alexi. Today we're going to be doing an oil change and a tune-up kit on my Exmark Commercial 30 S-Series. Here it is, and I'm going to be showing you how to do the oil change first. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is turn on the engine and let it run for around 1 to 2 minutes just so it warms up so the oil can flow easier out of the fill tube, so that way it flows better. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna start it. Okay guys, so after you let it run so it's warm, next step is I'm gonna remove the oil fill cap, and that's where the oil is gonna be draining from. And it's good to have some towels in hand just so you don't make a mess, and also put some gloves on also. So after that, I also put a wooden block right there, just so it's a little bit more elevated. This is my first time doing this, so let's see how it works out. The mower is pretty heavy, so I'm gonna lift it up from this side. And let's see how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna just lift it up, turn it on its side, and I think I'm gonna make a mess. And then just have the oil drain pan in hand, flip it over, just like that. And there you go. There you go. So I'm gonna let it drain for a couple of minutes. Okay guys, and it is a good idea to hold it here, just because it has a tendency to wanna flip over. So I'm just holding it here until it fully drains out, probably like 1 or 2 minutes. And this is my first time doing it, so we're both learning as we go. So we're almost done here. I think that should be about good. Now I'm gonna have to flip it over on this side again. There we go. Okay guys, so after fully draining the oil, the next step I'm gonna do is remove the oil filter. So this step is probably gonna be pretty messy, so have some towels in hand nearby. So I'm gonna just have the fuel line a little bit to the side, grab the oil filter, then just twist it. So hey guys, I guess my mic cut off but during this time, but what I was trying to say here is I just removed the fuel line slightly to the side so I could remove the oil filter easier. And in order to not make a mess, what I made was a little styrofoam or plastic like tray that you can put underneath the oil filter while you're unscrewing it, so that way it doesn't make a whole mess all over the place, and that way it's less messy. So here you're gonna see me grabbing it, putting it right underneath the oil filter, so while you're unscrewing it, it drips down through the pan and not onto the mower itself. So there we go. As you can see, I removed it, and that tray helped quite a lot to catch a lot of the mess that came out of there. And then I just grabbed a towel and used it to clean the leftover oil that spilled onto the mower, which was a bit, but not as much as if you didn't have that tray. All right, so this is the oil I'm gonna be using. Came in a maintenance kit for my engine, the Kawasaki FJ180V, and this is the oil part number right there. Oil filter part number right there. And that's the the oil I'm be using. So let me get this out. There we go. And then I like putting some of the oil inside the oil filter. Also grabbing some of the oil right there and putting it around the O-ring. Like that. And then filling it only a little tiny bit. And there we go. That should be enough. And then just screw it back on here without making a mess. And I'm not gonna tighten it too much, just because I don't want it to be impossible for it to remove next time I take it out. Just hand tighten it, should be good enough. Should be good right there. Like that. All right. So now I'm gonna fill the oil onto the engine. All right, guys. So now I'm gonna fill the oil. I think it should take around 3/4 of this oil. So I'm gonna check with the dipstick as we go. So just pour some in here. I'm gonna pour around half of it and then check with the dipstick to see how much it has so far. And just put this to the side. So yeah, still need some. Basically, we're right there. I'm gonna just add a little bit more, but we're basically right there. Because some oil will go on to the oil filter, so there we go. Should be enough right there. We're good. Okay, so now I have the oil filter on and also added some oil to the correct level. What I'm gonna do is just turn it on and check for leaks by the oil filter and anywhere else. So yeah, let me just turn it on right now. When I turn off the fuel, so turn it back on. Right, so I had no leaks, and let me just check the oil level once again, now that I let it ran for a bit. Let's see. Let me wet the dipstick. And yeah, it's reading a little low because some of it probably went to the oil filter now, so let me just add a little bit more. Yep, perfect. So yeah, guys, that's how you do an oil change on Exmark Commercial 30 S-Series, the one with the Kawasaki FJ180V engine. It's pretty simple, besides some difficulty tipping it over and holding it at the same time because the mower is pretty heavy. And then the other problem is there's not too much space around the oil filter to remove it, especially if it's really on there like mine was. That was a little bit of a pain, but besides that, it's pretty simple. Anyone can do it. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's how we do an oil change on an Exmark Commercial 30 S-Series. Hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something new. Hopefully I was able to help. It was my first time doing it, so there's some things that I learned, some tricks also. So for next time, it's easier. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and peace.